Oh my gosh, I just accidentally deleted all the audio I just did for this. But here is a glimpse into my Thanksgiving. I'm starting with my pumpkin bars, grown with the pumpkin grown by my dear sister Kimberly. So I rubbed it in a little bit of olive oil and I put it in the oven to roast at 400 for about 35 to 40 minutes, around there, until it's pokeable. Set those seeds aside. You can roast them, toast them, or save them for next year. Once that oil is all rubbed in, inside and out, we're going to put them face down on the baking sheet at a 400-degree oven. And then we're going to go Michael Myers on it. We're going to add some vent holes to that pumpkin rind so that air can escape. And you're going to put them in there, and when they're done, you can stick a knife in them like that. Stick a knife in it, you're done, right? And I cut those into quarters, let them cool, and then once they were cool, I peeled the rind off, and it's much easier to do it after they've been roasted. And then I mashed it all up in a bowl, and with the recipe in the beginning that you saw, I made these pumpkin bars. If you would like the recipe, you can DM me and I can just send you the actual recipe. The one in the beginning is kind of like a chicken scratch sort of version that I've even modified since I took this video. So if you want the actual recipe that I have for this, you can let me know or ask in the comments, I guess. While that was cooking, I made up this frosting. It's just a block of cream cheese, a softened stick of butter, some vanilla extract, some powdered sugar, and a little tiny bit of salt. Get that all whipped up. I had to make buttermilk for the first time because I'm making French fried onions for the green bean casserole. So I took some milk and squeezed some lemon juice in. That's all I had. It was this lemon juice. It worked, but it was really cool. It was a cool experience to try that for the first time. While that was sitting aside, curdling, sorry about that word, I sliced up these onions. Don't forget to save those skins, save your veggie scraps, save your carrots, celery, onions, garlic. Do not save the cruciferous vegetables for your stock. It will not turn out well. So once you got those onions sliced, you're going to put it in that buttermilk. You're going to marinate that for about 10 minutes while stirring and flipping it occasionally. And then you're going to take those onions, you're going to put them in that flour batter, that seasoned flour batter. It wouldn't be a batter if it's flour. Anyways, fry those up in batches. These were delicious. We were snacking on them, and I still have some left. So this made a lot of French fried onions. It was actually a lot of fun to do, and they were so much more flavorful than the French's. So here's the before and after. I use canned green beans, and I also put some cooked bacon in there as well, so that turned out pretty tasty. Here we're moving on to the stuffing. This is all bread I toasted and tore up. Here is some of that homemade stock that I made that I had in the freezer, and I'm just heating up to make it like liquid again. We got the Holy Trinity here, and we're going to fry up some sausage. We're going to get this all fried up, and then once this is done, once this is all fried up and stuff, we're going to fry the vegetables in that grease. Added some cranberries because 'tis the season. And just make sure that keeps browning up. And then we're going to add the sausage into the bread mixture with the cranberries. And then we're going to add a little bit of butter to that pan. And then we're going to add that Holy Trinity. We're going to add that celery, carrot, and onion. Sorry about the flip on the video. I'm doing this on my phone. And then we're going to add some garlic. In here, we have some thyme, rosemary, parsley, garlic powder, salt, bunch of different stuff. Make your own seasoning blend. Some garden sage I put in there as well. So I put that in the vegetables and sauteed it up with the seasoning, and then I poured that broth all over that it called for 2 eggs for this recipe, but I only needed 1. I only had 1, and it worked just fine. So we mix all that up and then let it sit for about 10 minutes and let that toast all absorb that liquid. Here's the after picture. And oh yeah, I put a chicken in the crock pot. I didn't film any more of this, but it turned out really well, and I shredded it up and put the meat in the freezer. Here I made some glazed carrots. I took this to the family dinner. So that's honey, brown sugar, salt, nutmeg, some spices and stuff. I cut the carrots up. I smothered it. There's butter in there as well. I smothered them in all that mixture, and I roasted them with some goat cheese on top, some seasoned goat cheese with some of those herbs, and broiled them at the last 5 minutes, and they came out looking very nice. And this was the first time that I've actually ever made sweet potato casserole, and it was a fun experience for me. And I didn't say this in the beginning, but this is a completely no-spend Thanksgiving meal. I didn't go to the store for anything, and I didn't want to. I was like, I have everything. Let me just see what I can do. Let's see how it comes out. So anyways, so that's what this is. Boiled the sweet potatoes, then add the butter, mash them all up. We're going to get them good. We put the spices in and stuff. I added, the normal. I just added pumpkin pie spice because all it is nutmeg, cinnamon, and cloves. So that's what everything uses anyways. Some vanilla, obviously. That was the last of the bottle. I've had that bottle for probably 1.5 years now. Brown sugars. You mash it all up. Make it delicious. And here we go. We're going to take that mixture and we're going to put it in a casserole dish. And we're going to top it all with the brown sugar, with the marshmallows. But I did put a sprinkle of cinnamon sugar on top. So it did come out looking a little bit browned, but it's like crispy campfire brown. And I liked it. It was really good. Hey everyone. In true Birch fashion, I did not finish filming anything. All that food has been long since eaten, and I just wanted to close out this video, I guess, with a reminder of what this page stands for and why it was created. Land back, free Palestine, fuck Trump, and punch local Nazis.